How's it going, everyone? Media Reds here. I'm here right now because apparently I forgot to say what this podcast was about in the beginning of it. Major L on my part. So Baby Got Booth is a podcast where I interview any and all voice actors around. I talk about the industry, the arts, or just whatever I want to talk about. It's my show after all. This has been a project I've been planning for a while, and I'm so excited to see it start. So if you're a fan of voice acting, make sure you subscribe to keep updated on all future episodes, where I sit down for a different voice actor whenever they answer my emails. Alright, I'm not trying to keep y'all. So here's the first episode of Baby Got Booth. Hello everyone and welcome to Sorry, I got the name wrong. Shit. Hello everyone and welcome to Baby Got Booth. I am your host in Media Res, and today I'm here with voice actor Cinnamonn. Say hello, Cinnamonn.
Hi, hello, thank you for having me.
Thank you for being on the show, the very first episode too.
Ooh. Exciting.
Yes, you have the honor.
Well, you have the honor of, I've never been on a podcast before, so there you go.
We can be each other's first. It's never an awkward time, right? Be each other's first. Alright, so we can start with you talking. I talk too much anyway. Why don't you introduce yourself a little bit?
Oh gosh, I'm terrible at this. I'm...
Okay, if it makes it easier, just forget we're doing a podcast. Just talk like we're having coffee on a Starbucks or something right now. Just talking you and me. Don't worry about it.
Alright, well, I don't really consider myself a voice actor. Consider myself, I don't know, an artist. I'm joking.
A voice artist?
I'm an artist No, I am an artist as a day job, but I do graphic design actually. Funny enough, a couple of months ago, I had a friend who kept asking me to record him sleep aid audios because, you have such a nice, comforting voice. I was like, okay, why not? And then we sort of lost touch. But then I thought, maybe I should do like ASMR, comfort and sleep aid and stuff like that. And then it all went downhill from there.
Okay, that's your origin story, right?
That's my origin story.
It sounds like it started so innocent.
It did. But to be honest, I've been listening to GW for years and years and years. And I've always kind of wanted to do it, but I've never really... But do you know what? Being a VA has been a lifelong dream for me, but I've never done anything to pursue it. Never. Mm-hmm. I mean, my degree is relevant, but the most I've done is work at a television station, and I was subtitling news, not talking.
What's your degree in?
I've got a degree in audiovisual communications.
Okay, yeah, similar to mine. I got a film degree, which is kind of the same thing, maybe a little less fancy sounding.
Well, mine is, the reason it's called the audiovisual communications because it involves a lot more than film.
Okay.
We did film, we did cinema, we did photography, we did graphic design. It was just, it's like a collective of everything when you can't decide what you want to do.
The whole
you
whole
just
package.
go and get a degree. Yeah.
You can just do anything.
You can just do anything, but you're not quite that good at anything. You're just like, it's like an all-you-can-eat restaurant when everything is okay, but nothing's outstanding.
I mean, sometimes you try to eat all of it, but then you just tire yourself out.
Exactly.
But then you just go right back.
Yeah, or maybe you just walk around looking for someone that you like, and then every time you go back, you just keep going back to that one dish.
So you do all your own recording, editing, and all that, right?
I do, yes. And, in fact, listen to this. I made my first song the other day.
Oh, really?
No, I was just using loops and samples on Soundtrack by Spotify. And I needed background music for an audio. And I was like, this is not that hard. But it is hard. Making music is incredibly hard. I've got absolutely no affinity. But I've got a friend who is a musician, and he showed me a couple of tricks, and I did make a tune, but it's just background, it's not. But as a joke, I say, I'm a musician now as well.
I mean, yeah. you say you're not a voice actor, but you literally act with your voice, so...
I suppose.
You got a little bit of imposter syndrome going on. Now you know you're an artist.
That's the thing. I'm terrible at accepting compliments, but at the same time, I know that I'm not bad at what I'm doing. I think.
You are good at what you're doing.
Did I just say that?
Well, I love compliments, so if you have any, just shower me with them. That's good.
All right. You're great. You're fantastic. You're amazing.
All right, we're starting small. We'll get there. You gotta know me a little bit better. I understand.
Yes.
So you gave me your like first foray into like the ASMR stuff, but what led into the more gone wild aspect of it?
How safe for work is this podcast? How much can I say?
The thing is about being a small creator, you don't gotta worry about demonetization or nothing. You can say whatever you want.
Okay, I got a DM on Reddit, and this guy said, "Your voice made my dick hard," and I was like, "Oh, come on, fuck off." But then I thought, you know what? I do have a good voice. and then I just went for it. But I feel like I have to say this because it is, gosh. So there are several different genres in Gone Audio. There are the people who just read scripts and act, and there are the people who record themselves masturbating, and there are people who record themselves having sex even. I just read scripts. It's all acting. It's like I literally just sit and just pretend to enjoy myself. It's fun. That's my favorite part of it. Then I can just finish recording and turn it off, and I just as if nothing happened. And it's so hard for people to understand that, and so hard for people to believe that it's a character, that I'm not actually literally getting off. I'm just pretending. And the DMs I get, God.
Oh yeah.
I know it's part of it, so I'm not fazed. It's rather entertaining, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, you can have opinion either way. They're your DMs. I mean, that's the first time I've heard a creepy DM actually start a career.
Yeah, I know, right? No, as I said, I have considered GW before, but I don't know. I have been a listener, and I've always preferred this sort of erotica over the visual one, and I thought I can do this. Why not?
Yeah, I'm kind of the exact same way. Kind of has to be a mood I'm in where it's like I prefer something slower and like more involved. Like it can be much more immersive, especially your stuff with like you have like good audio editing, pretty good mic quality. You really enhance the story.
Thank you.
I'm just saying because like you have much better audio editing skills than I have, and I want to say I'm terrible at editing audio. Once this podcast comes out, you'll probably see for yourself. It's just like I'm very sensitive to sound, so it's hard for me to gauge like what's like too loud or too soft, or like there's even like a hint of like mouth noise or anything. I'm like I gotta do it over again. I completely freak out.
Oh God, mouth noises. But I don't know what app you used to edit, but I recently started using Spectral Delete on Audacity. The mouth noises, all gone. It's a pain in the ass to do it, but I'm like amazed because I'm quite a beginner at audio editing. Like everything I do right now, I've picked up in the past couple of months. Yeah, I did do this at university, but I'll be honest with you, I had other interests when I was at university, mostly boys and partying, and I don't remember anything about audio editing. But it's actually quite easy. I mean, I suppose I'm quite a fast learner, so I managed to pick up a couple of things. And the community of audio creators is incredibly supportive, and every time you need something, they come and help you right away.
Yeah, because I noticed like a lot of like collabs and interactions on social media and stuff. Like it seems like a very tight knit and supportive group, not a lot of competition or like putting down on it, because it's just people trying to make other people feel good. So if you can do that with other people in the community, that makes it even better.
Exactly. They're really, really nice people. And funnily enough, one of my best friends in the community, she makes the most fucked up audios. Like, oh god, really fucked up. She's the loveliest girl.
It's called acting. It's for somebody.
Exactly. She is actually a professionally trained actress, so
okay,
she's brilliant.
Yeah, I know. I've seen a lot of voice actors I interact with and follow. Some of them do star in this more NSFW area because, one, you can make some honestly pretty good money out of it just because sex sells, but it's actually good to
Exactly.
it's good for training because like getting in that mode, especially when you say like you're not actually that kind of person, and you can make someone believe you're actually like sexually interested in them and like sexual in that moment, takes a lot of skill than say being happy or sad, because I think that's a more vulnerable state, I think, than really any emotion.
You're probably right. Yeah, you're probably right. What was I going to say? I lost my train of thought, so you go ahead.
Okay.
I just completely forgot what I was going to say.
Oh, it might come back to you. And don't worry about the college.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the college thing. I was a huge nerd in college, and I still don't remember half of what I learned. Everything I learned is on the side job, I guess.
Yeah.
So like a question I have here is like, I know you've done like a couple, and you probably don't remember everything you've done, but do you like a favorite audio you've done? Like one you're most proud of?
Oh gosh. So I released one recently. One of the subreddits, Gone Wild Audible, which is a little bit more creator focused and community focused. They do an audio exchange, which is like a secret Santa. So you fill in a form and just say what you would like in your gift, which would be an audio created by someone else for you. And I don't usually do original content. Like I always just have other script writers' stuff that I read and edit and publish. But I did an original piece, and it's in a cyberpunk setting, and I play an assassin, and I go to kill the target, but the target actually outsmarts me, and then stuff happens. But I love using music in my audios so much, and obviously the futuristic sound effects that you can have in a cyberpunk settings. I think that's one of my favorites. I just like sci-fi. Yeah, I like sci-fi.
Yeah, I think you did something similar to that earlier, because I listened to the Android one, and either that or the Baby Driver one is probably my favorite.
Oh yeah. A week ago I would have said the Android one would have been my favorite. It maybe still is. I think that's so wholesome as well and so tragic. It's not really sex, is it? It's more, I don't know, it's more of an experience. But the reason I'm more proud of this other one is because I actually came up with the story. It's a very cliche story, I know, but
I won't say it's cliche.
It's something that I actually created from scratch. So that's why I'm the most proud of it. But the Android one, God. And I had a friend make original music for that, and it's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's part of the reason I like it so much, because it's, again, you're very interested in immersion rather than just, I know, you don't do like ramble faps or like, I think you said, you don't just like suck on a dildo and like call it a day. You kind of want to put a lot of effort into it, and that's kind of what I admire about your work.
I mean, I have done that, but you know why? Because I can suck on a dildo and call it a day, and it will be a 5-minute audio, and it will get way more upvotes than anything I put 2 days of editing into. But hey, it gets followers, it gets upvotes, it gets me traction, it gets me seen, so people can actually see my good stuff. That's the way I look at it. Compromise.
Very one for you, one for them type thing.
Exactly.
And you know people are going to enjoy like the other stuff too, because I think I've been listening to audio for like, I don't know, maybe 2 years now. And the kind of stuff where it is more immersive and not just porn in your ear, I think that creates a more of a connection, which is a kind of double-edged sword, because then you get dudes thinking, oh, like, she's into me because she sounded really into me, even though it was just an audio, but fuck it. I'm going to send her pictures of my penis.
I've only ever gotten 3 unsolicited dick pics, but I actually enjoy educating them on it, like just educating them on consent and stuff like that. I find it funny. It's horrible, but
you're doing the Lord's work.
Exactly. My brand new response is, do you know the old lady in the bathtub in Shining?
Yeah.
That's my brand new response to the dick pic. Just send that back. And if they question me, well, but we were playing jump scares.
I mean, I don't know, they might like it. You can never know with crazy people online.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's nothing wrong with favoring an old lady.
So, speaking of that, like, how has your experience, like, online within the community and the people who contact you about this stuff been? I can imagine it's I'll say leaning towards positive, but I'll leave that to you to explain.
I actually have a very interesting podcast to recommend to you. It's called Get In My Ears, and one of the bigger creators, Wicked Fairy, if you know her, she does this weekly podcast. But she recently did a panel on how the community can affect and how the listeners can affect the VAs. And it's a really interesting listen. It's quite long, but if you have the time, definitely give it a listen. Well, it all depends. Oh, sorry, it all depends on how people set their boundaries. I think I've only been here a couple of months, and I have been naive. I have been silly about the way I engage with people, and I have had a bad experience with the commission. That basically I got commissioned by this guy, and then he got weirdly obsessive, and I had to block him in the end. Yeah, and then
I can imagine that could happen.
And then there was this other guy who, oh god, there's this one person who keeps popping up every week and trying to talk to all the new VAs, and I was one of those new VAs once, and I talked to so many girls who he's done this to, and he just keeps coming back and deleting and remaking his profile. So there are people like this who try to take advantage of people in the community, and it's bad, but luckily, as I said, we have a lot of supportive friends, but when you're new, you don't know this. You don't know anything about the whole thing, so. But I'm quite happy with where I am right now. I found some good friends. When I get a creepy message, I either ignore it or just educate them, you know. So I'm in quite a good place right now.
That's very interesting, because being a woman online, I've seen is kind of a double-edged sword in general, especially doing more like sexual work. Because you're right, there is a kind of thing where it's like it starts becoming kind of codependent and attaching to like something that's not really there. Because I'm able to just like pop it in, pop it out, and then like, okay, I have a life outside of the internet, believe it or not.
Flex.
Yeah, not much of a flex, but I'll take whatever I can get. Like, I'll contact people I admire and say like, hey, you're pretty good. I admire what you do. If they help me, I'll say that. But never like, we're best friends because I listen to your stuff. I watch your stuff all the time. We're best friends now, right? I've given you money, therefore we're friends.
Yeah, some people have difficulty understanding that. Well, parasocial relationships, basically, that you're not their friend. You're a person on the internet who creates content for everyone, not for them specifically. And sometimes I have to explain to people that I'm not your e-girlfriend. My content is for everyone. It's not for you, it's for everyone. I'm really happy you enjoyed it. It honestly makes me happy. But that doesn't mean I want to be your friend. And sometimes people just start messaging me like, hi, how are you? And for a few messages I will engage because, you know, just in case it's a serious inquiry about collaboration, a question, some feedback, or anything. But as soon as what are you doing, what are you up to drops, I know that there's just basically asking how are you with the intention of sexting. And at this point I just ask, can I help you with anything? And if they just want to chat, I'll just say, well, thank you, but if I was to chat with everyone who messages me, I would not have a life.
Oh, I'm sure.
No free time whatsoever. So, yeah.
Especially with the work you put in, I'm sure making commission like that for everyone wouldn't have you a lot of time to sleep.
Oh God, I sleep a lot.
Oh my God.
Lately.
Tell me your secrets.
Therapy. I used to have like 3 hours sleep on average, but I've fixed my sleep schedule in the past couple of weeks. It also helps to talk to someone before bed. Well, my therapist told me to write a diary, but I'm terrible. Like, I can't sit down and write a diary. So I'd rather just talk to someone.
Same. I try. Every time I think I need it, I'm like, it's fine. And I never write anything in it for like, even though it's been useful in the past, I just being like, nah, I'm fine. I don't need to write anything down. I just need to suppress.
Oh yeah, suppressing it. That's why you don't sleep. But talk to a friend. Talk to a friend before sleep. Tell them how your day was. Ask them how their day was. And trust me, it works.
Okay.
Try them, prove them.
I need more friends then. Yeah, every night before bed, I'm just like, hey, can I call you up? He's like, sure. Read me a bedtime story.
Yeah, absolutely. Or, listen to them sleep aid. That's what we do. That's the good thing about having friends in the community, that they're always experienced in doing sleep aids and like talking you to sleep.
I usually do rain sounds. That usually gets me to sleep. It's kind of staying asleep. That's the point. But this isn't about me. This isn't a no sleep podcast. It's a voice acting podcast.
Oh, I remember the thing that I was forgetting about.
Awesome.
Why do I do GWA? I tell you why. Upwards make... This is bad, but I do like internet validation. Who doesn't? Upwards make me happy.
That's why I'm here.
A safe for work audio will not get that much traction. I mean, I mainly post to Pillow Talk and Gone Wild. Pillow Talk has I don't know how many members, 100,000 maybe. Gone Wild has 1 million. So
holy shit.
Where am I gonna get more upvotes and comments?
I never even checked the number.
I don't mind pretending to be sexy. It's fun.
You're pretending?
Yeah. I am, absolutely.
Best actors I've ever heard then.
So Pillow Talk has 100,000 members. Gone Wild has 10 times the amount of members.
I keep saying sex sells.
Sex sells, indeed.
We all need it, and some people need it. Some people need it in their ear.
Exactly.
In the good way.
Yeah. Oh god. I had a friend who said, he was telling me about this ex-girlfriend that he had, that she was just really twisted and she kept asking him to come in her ear.
What?
Like physically.
You get an infection, I think. I don't know if it's different than water.
I don't know, I just don't want to think about it.
Now you got me, like, pondering it.
This guy has some fucked up exes.
Wow. At least he's a good resume then.
Oh yeah, definitely.
At a point, it's just like, you know what? This is for me. I like every day being something new.
Yeah.
So you say voice acting or Gone Wild stuff is your side job, correct?
Yeah.
Like you have a quote unquote real job or something crazy like that.
Yes, I do. I'm an illustrator technically. Yeah, freelance. So.
And you can draw?
I can't really draw. No, I do vector. So it's I'm not very good with drawing. I can draw just a little bit.
You can work Illustrator?
Yeah. Although I work in Affinity because it's cheaper, but I can use Illustrator.
True. I'm dumb and pay for Adobe. I'm an Adobe slave. It's a very toxic relationship, but I'm all in.
Oh, they're just too greedy. Are you familiar with Affinity?
I don't think so. I've heard of other stuff to replace Adobe stuff, but again, I kind of know too much. I can look it up right now. Let me see.
Yeah, the thing about Affinity, there were some people who worked for Adobe and they left to create Affinity because they were like, we need to create a software that's just as good but cheaper. But unfortunately, Affinity only has a publisher, an illustrator, and a photo editing program. They don't have an audio editing program, so I'm stuck with Audacity.
I mean, Audacity is like not bad at all, honestly.
It is pretty good. It's pretty good, but as I'm improving my production quality, I should say, I am noticing things that I need more. I need more than this. Mm. That's why I started using Soundtrap. But Soundtrap is lacking so much that I need. It's not bad, but it's even the podcast version is just more geared towards music than just, I would say, what am I doing? Am I doing podcasts? Kinda, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it's talking into a mic, so I guess that's close enough.
Yeah. But it's more geared towards music creation, and like I can't even remove background noise, in Soundtrap, which is really weird.
Really?
But Yeah, I haven't found it yet, and then I googled it, and apparently it's not an option.
That's like the most basic sound editing feature to ever exist.
I know, right? I know.
It's recording audio and moving background noise, literally.
Yeah. But it doesn't exist in Soundtrap.
Wow.
They do have some voice settings, and then you can select like presets. And the podcast preset, it just enhances all my background noises, and I thought, oh, no, I can't do this. I can't. So what I've been doing, I record in Audacity, remove background noise, and then move to Soundtrap sometimes if I need to, if I need some extras, some spicy extras.
And like you find all your background music if you don't make it, and sound effects just online.
Yeah, like free sounds. I really like Pixabay, and I do have a couple of musician friends who either have pre-made music or make music specifically for me, or there are some record labels who allow their music to be used, even if you monetize, which is really cool. Although I haven't really used music in monetized content yet.
Okay, so
I did just start a Patreon, but
yeah, I saw that.
My first month.
Congrats on that, by the way.
Thank you.
And that kind of leads back to the original questions, like, so you have that as your side job. Is there an interest in pursuing it more full time, like as a main source of income or career, or is it just like more of a fun side thing you're doing and just improving for your own sake?
I would like to do it professionally, but the reason I'd never really pursued it because I'm Hungarian and I lived in England for a very long time, and speaking Hungarian doesn't really feel natural to me. And even when I speak Hungarian to people, they tell me that I don't sound right. I just sound off. And but because I do have a sort of odd accent, and I can't change it. I can't even put on a Hungarian accent. I cannot do accents for the life of me. Maybe I could if I was training myself, but at the moment I'm not interested in that. So I feel I wouldn't really have proper opportunities as a professional VA like that. But apparently this accent is really good for sexy stuff.
I think you're selling stuff a little short. Like, it's not just sexy stuff in ASMR. I think you have a great tone, at least, for, like, you could do like a wide variety of characters, depending on a director. As a director myself,
I have been looking at some auditions for like video games and visual novels and stuff, but I haven't quite gathered the courage to submit anything. I actually made a demo reel yesterday.
Oh yeah, I did catch that too when I was scrolling through Twitter today. I really liked it. I really liked it. Like, again, you're selling yourself short on all this. No, I get being nervous, because that's kind of the artist's folly of, I'm good, but I'm not good enough until you die.
Yeah. Oh, and here's another thing. I don't really have a proper recording space, unfortunately.
Yeah, what is your setup like?
Americans always ask, why don't you just record in your closet? Because we're in Europe, we don't have closets here.
What? Where do your clothes go?
Wardrobes that you can't climb into because they're too small.
Like in Narnia?
Yeah. Yeah, so my setup is, like, I can't even record at my desk because my living room is... I live in this very big house, this stupidly big house.
Oh, wow.
And the living room is... it's got this terrible echo, so I can't record at my desk because that's where my desk is. So I record in my bedroom, on the bed, and I've got one of these IKEA breakfast trays, and I put my laptop on there and my mic, and that's how I record. And that's why sometimes my recordings are noisy, because every time I make a move, like I need to get one of those boom arms and I don't know, maybe a desk in my bedroom, but my bedroom is not that big, and I can't really. And the other issue is, like, I'm facing the main road, and even at late night there are cars. During the day there are birds, even if my windows are closed. But the room is just... I don't have a small room to soundproof properly, because all the rooms are just too big for that. So I haven't quite figured out what to do yet if I want a proper recording space, you know?
So I've seen setups of, like, people having a closet or wardrobe open it up, but put soundproof foam on like the inside of the doors, so it's kind of like your own square space. And talk like if you look on Twitter, my setup is garbage too, because I literally just talk into my closet, and there's even a little bit of echo, but it still sounds good. Just like anything to, I don't know, step it up a little bit just to raise your confidence, because I do think lack of material can be a hindrance, but I think as long as your audio is passable, even if it's for like smaller projects and people can have like very good sound editors on there, I think you can still make it work.
I have been thinking about, because I do have some good blankets. They look like acoustic blankets. They're not, but they're exactly the same thing.
Anything helps.
But if I just...
Anything helps, really.
That if I just empty one of the wardrobes, because I don't really need all of them, and as you say, just open the door and put up some foam in there and just somehow make it work. I could possibly make it work. But then I would have to do it in the room where there are birds outside the window. Yes, I know.
You're always gonna say but unless you just fucking do it.
I know.
I've seen people make it out of wardrobes. It's just soundproof their small ass room, because I can send you a picture of my room right now. I have my whole ass desk in here. It barely even fits. But You know what? I did it. And you're a better voice actor than I am.
Come on. Still don't like being referred to as a voice actor. Okay, amateur voice actor.
No.
How about that? How's that for a compromise?
No. I'm just saying, you act with your voice. Can we agree on that?
Okay.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. And you've gotten either some compensation for it, even in terms of gifts or monetary. So
Okay.
that sounds professional to me.
Okay,
Listen,
you got me there.
I've been doing YouTube for like 2-3 years. I haven't had a cent off this, and I still don't say I'm an amateur YouTuber.
Yeah, because you don't pretend to have sex on audio.
I would not be good at that.
Oh god, you never know.
No. You don't need to gas me up in that direction. I'm perfectly...
No, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just saying sex sells.
Sex sells, but I'm not that sexy. Anyway. So, you said you were like kind of a fan of audio before. Did you lean towards any kind of preference, anything like soft or anything you would prefer with it that kind of got you into it?
I don't know. I like a wide variety of audios. Sometimes I like emotional and just very simple narratives. You know, no background noise, no music, no sound effects, just a narrative. Sometimes I like a full-blown role play with like all the sound effects in the world, helicopters and dinosaurs in the background. You know, the jazz.
I want to hear a dinosaur one. You gotta send me that one.
This is just an inside joke with a friend, because when I started I was terrified of sound effects, and we were talking about it, and he says, like, I've been put up by scripts so many times just because you open up the script and it starts with helicopters and dinosaur sound effects in the background, and I'm just closing the script down straight away. And now I'm addicted to sound effects.
As you should be, because they work.
Yeah, they're fun.
You just like putting little bits of music and everything. Because you're right, it is simple to just like have a simple person talking to you. And even that can work sometimes, even not in a sexual sense, just sometimes in like a bedtime or a partner experience sense. I wouldn't know anything about that. But again, it's just nice for immersion. And by the way, every time I say I listen to an audio, it's purely for research.
Of course.
Purely.
Of course. Yeah. That's the only reason I listen to audios too, just research reasons.
It's the only reason you do audio too, because...
To improve my content.
Yeah, and you do it for people who are also doing research.
Exactly. Glad we discussed that.
You know, if anyone was wondering our celibacy, I'll say, you don't got to question anything. I'm purely a scholar. We are purely scholars.
Exactly. No eye contact before marriage.
Oh no. You gotta put a blindfold on. You can do everything else but that.
Oh yeah.
You can't look me in the eye until I'm seeing you walking down the aisle.
Oh.
No audios before marriage either. All right, this is more of a personal question, and feel free to answer or not. Do you have a thing for hands?
Okay. Oh my god.
I don't know if that's an inside joke or not, because I keep seeing it, and I'm like, it might be true, might not be. Not judging,
Yeah,
just curious.
I do have no, I do have a thing for hands. I do have a thing for hands, and also, so this community-based Reddit, Conrad Audible, they always have a kink of the month. August is hands, so I'm like pushing the hands agenda.
Hands agenda.
I also have a Discord server, which is mostly my creative friends and a couple of listeners, and I take tags, which is hand pictures. It sounds really pervy, but it's just hand pictures.
I mean, out of everything pervy you can say, being attracted to hands is like the least creepy thing.
Yeah, there are so many worse things I could be into, but I just think hands are nice,
I just want to ask why.
Okay.
If you can describe it.
I was getting to that.
Oh, okay.
I was getting to that. When you asked which one's my favorite audio, a couple of weeks ago, I would have said an audio called Piano Hands. It's because I love music. I love watching someone play the piano. And I don't know if you've ever listened to that audio, but it actually, a writer friend wrote that for me. Like I just told him what I wanted in it and he wrote it for me. It's just thinking about how much hands can do that, from playing music to cooking food, all the mundane activities, and then your mind starts wandering, and then you have a partner, they would caress your face, your hair, your body, and hands do everything. Hands are great.
You have a point. Hands kind of start everything and kind of continue everything, now that I think about it, but
exactly,
they're very underappreciated. Because feet get all the praise, and what do feet really do?
Oh my god, I don't know, but I'm not a feet person.
Hey,
I'm a hands person.
Personally, I think every part of the woman is beautiful. There are no exceptions.
Every part of everyone is beautiful.
True.
But it's just as you say, feet get a lot of praise, and hands are underappreciated. Well, actually, no. There is a subreddit called Man Hands, and oh god, it's full of people. But also, they're the most perverted people. And I do wonder, funnily enough, I sometimes post to a subreddit called Woman Hands, and I get more perverted messages from there than I get from my audio porn.
It's always the niches that kind of draw them out, I find.
Hand people are weird, I'm telling you. I say that as a hand person.
I've been around, and you're right, there are way worse things than hands. Mm-hmm. If it's just all hands, you like big hands, small hands, thin hands, blue hands, red hands.
Blue hands are special, I'm telling you.
So you like Smurfs?
I would say clean hands and well manicured fingernails are really important. Afterwards, I don't really care.
Okay, then I'm not your type. I can't cut my nails worth a damn. I do, but they never turn out right. I'll hit you one once they're all clean.
All right. I had this friend, guy friend, he was like, I hope you don't judge me, but I love getting manicures. They just make me feel so good. It's like, why would I judge you? I think it's terrible that men can get judged for liking things that are traditionally thought to be women's things, like manicures or skincare. Come on, it's 2022.
I paint my nails sometimes. And really, no one really says anything about it, because I think that's kind of been more accepted by people thanks to like the emos and the scene kids.
Yeah.
I'm not creative with it, but just a simple black once in a while. Do you like paint? Do you like painted hands, like painted nails?
I'm personally not into it, but I can see why people are.
You're so specific with your hand stuff.
I'm sorry. Well, I have to be.
It's how I know you're not lying about it, or it's a joke, because you're like, painted hands, but you gotta be well manicured. You have like a whole Tinder bio for hands.
Do you know what? Rings are really popular on man hands. Hands with a lot of rings on. And I'm like, how is that comfortable? I don't want to see all those rings. Maybe I just one. But when these boys come out with like 10 rings on their fingers, like several rings on each finger, it's like, come on.
It's stylish. You don't get it.
I know, I'm just too old.
I didn't say all. I didn't say all that.
No, I know, but it is it's a new thing I noticed.
Millennial's on your bio on like everything, but I don't like millennial can mean like you're 50 or like 25. You don't gotta say you don't gotta say your age or nothing, but I just found that interesting.
Yeah, I did that on purpose because I don't want to be categorized as an age. Because even though I don't really do MILF stuff, MILF audios, but what if I want to one day and I'm too young for it? Or what if I want to do like early 20s and I'm too old for it, you know? I don't want people to know, and so I like the mystery.
True. It's like when actresses put like 18 to 50 on their bios. It's like, I can play everything. I can play a middle schooler and his grandma, okay?
Yeah. But the thing is, when I say millennial, it also highlights my struggles from this generation. Depression, debt, all of it.
Gen Z ain't doing that much better, and I'm like, I'll dox myself. I'm like right on the line on like Gen Z and millennial. I consider myself a millennial because I hate those darn kids. Like, I don't know how they're like over there, but over here they're terrible.
Oh yeah, they are terrible.
Okay, they're terrible everywhere. Good, at least I know that. And I was like, these damn American children. America has enough problems.
Children are bad everywhere. I'm not a huge fan of them, but sorry, children. Ooh, Uncle Roger reference.
Oh yeah, all the children listening to this feel really bummed out right now.
I sure hope children are not going to listen to this.
What celebrity has the best looking hands?
Oh, I have no idea. I've never really paid attention to celebrity hands. This is a recent thing for me.
Has a recent discovery?
Yeah.
You're awakened to the joys of hands?
Mm-hmm. It's Reddit. I'm telling you, Reddit did this to me.
Oh my god. Everyone can say that. Reddit did this to me. If you have an issue, just blame Reddit. Okay, also, why start out in Reddit? Because I've seen other people start on like YouTube or SoundCloud or even like Twitter. Why start in Reddit?
Because I've known GWA for years and I have been a listener there. YouTube, I hate making videos. I did start out with having a Safe for Work YouTube channel and I have a couple of videos up there, but it's just, oh god, I have a 7-year-old MacBook and iMovie doesn't even run on it.
Oh wow.
And I edit on my iPad, which is a good iPad. It's like the newest iPad you can get, but iMovie is so clunky, and I just couldn't be bothered to get another video editing program, and I can't be bothered to create art for the thumbnails, and I just really can't be bothered with YouTube. Maybe eventually when I have some more content that's more safe for work.
I said YouTube does crack down on that because even one I listen to all the time, she never did. She had like spicy stuff on her Patreon, but not on her YouTube. YouTube was just like girlfriend stuff, and she still got banned like 3 times.
Gosh.
They're so strict on that for no reason, even though there's way worse shit on there. Right now, you can look up naked yoga, and there's like 50 episodes of that. Again, research, but it's there. The hypocrisy of it all.
And Twitter, I didn't even know Twitter had this whole scene. Like I joined Twitter after I started on Reddit, and I'm just shocked by how much stuff is there on Twitter. Like, I didn't even know you can have porn on Twitter. What? There's so much porn on Twitter. It's crazy.
That's half the reason Twitter exists.
I didn't even know that. I'm so innocent. I didn't know that. I'm shocked, and it's right there.
Like, that's like saying you didn't know there was porn on Reddit. Like, yeah, that's kind of half the point.
Yeah, I know about Reddit. Not Twitter. I was familiar with GWA beforehand, so that's why I started there.
Okay, that makes sense. Because I was like, okay, this person's... I forget how I came across your stuff, but I said, this person's really good. And you had a Twitter with like 20 followers. I'm like, what the fuck? Because like, you had like a lot of audios out, and they got a lot of hits on Reddit. I'm like, so she's only on Reddit? Because like, again, no judgment. I just never heard of someone like starting out like that. Because again, a lot of ones I know start out on, like you said, like I said, YouTube or like Twitch for ASMR or something, or just like even just selling audios, usually through Twitter, I guess.
I didn't even know that Twitter had this whole scene. But you have a good point about YouTube, because recently I helped a friend out. I read a couple of lines for him for his YouTube videos, and he like gained like 1,000 followers in the past week, subscribers. Sorry, and I'm like, how? How? It's insane.
Because you were on it.
No. It's got nothing to do with me. It's actually not that popular of a video, the one I actually contributed to. But he does these role plays with just like incubus boyfriend kidnaps you and stuff like that.
Yeah. And
they're so popular, and he's just gaining followers like crazy. And I thought, maybe I should go back to YouTube.
I don't want to send you in the direction either way, because you're clearly loving what you're doing. It's just that YouTube is again how I found this, because especially like again, not even anything sexual, but just like romantic, or because a lot of your stuff has like romance and wholesomeness in it, so that's why I think you would do it well. It's just like girlfriend comes home from work after a bad day, or crush confesses to you during the rain in her car or something. Like, I
do stuff like that.
It does gangbuster on YouTube. And again, I'm not even saying like you have to do YouTube because you gotta make big money and you're gonna be a star. Like, again, just do what you want. I'm just saying it's an option that I've because I don't know a lot about the audio scene. I just kind of more recently put my foot in it, but that's just what I've seen.
Yeah, I have been considering starting YouTube EroVA, because initially I had a separate account for safe for work and not safe for work stuff, but then eventually I realized that I can't be asked with this. I just have it all under one account now, and that YouTube is sort of tied to my old username, so I was considering just starting a new one. And now I have a platform to promote it. Not that I have a lot of followers right now, because I don't. I only have like 200 and something on Twitter and like 1,000. And
the self-deprecation needs to stop. Not on this podcast. I gas up my host on it. I gas up my guests on this podcast. They don't talk about themselves. You have a great following. Continue.
No, I just mean when I initially posted on YouTube, I didn't know where to promote it. I didn't promote it anywhere, so my videos have like 50 views, you know? But now I know where to promote this stuff, so maybe I should give it another go.
50 views? Tell me your secret. 50 views? I would kill my first child for 50 views.
Yeah, but when you see your friend gaining 1,000 followers over the week, 1,000.
Here's a comparison game.
Yeah, I know. It's very toxic, and you shouldn't do that. It just that's the problem. I always compare myself to others, and nobody should do that. Because we're all unique, we're all beautiful, we're all talented.
Exactly. Honestly, I say this shit, but I'm the exact same way. I'm terrible at it. I've stopped watching whole shows and podcasts because I got so jealous they were doing so well.
Oh.
I am the toxic one. That's why I need to do better than me. So what's your process like when you create an audio, let's say, like from, like you say you can get scripts or maybe write your own scripts, and then what's the process like going down the road there?
Usually I scroll Reddit, and when I see a script I like, I'll have a quick look at it. I never really read them in advance, which is terrible, but I feel like life's too short. If I like it, I'll save it. And when it comes to the evening, that's the only time I can record without the birds, because otherwise my house is surrounded by birds. When it comes to the evening, I'll start scrolling and I'll look at the script I feel like recording that evening, and then I record it. And the next day I will edit it and finish it. And that's it.
That's a technical process. But what about the more acting side of it?
Oh, literally nothing. I just sit down and read it.
Oh my god.
What?
You don't try to get into a mindset, a character, or like something?
Not really, no.
Wow.
No.
You said that you just have that much talent. Okay, go off.
Oh, shut up. I recently started doing live recordings on my Discord. And it's really fun because usually I record a lot of scripts from writer friends, and they usually come and help and direct and like, can you repeat that line? Can you say that differently? Which is really cool. But then also they just like, oh my god, this sounds really good. It's like, yes, it makes me feel good.
I need validation.
Yes, exactly. Internet validation.
Oh, that's the best kind. Just words on a screen, and suddenly you feel so much better about yourself.
Oh, the happy hormones. Oof.
Happy hormones. Oh. Okay. Never described it like that, but good on you. So you're just like, I'm gonna sit down, and I'm gonna be, for example, this waitress who helps this guy get away from the cops, and then we start fucking. That's your, that's the whole process behind it.
That one was a little bit different because the writer is a friend, and no, actually, he's already had it written. There were just a couple of details we changed together, and then because I wanted to play the character, and there were certain things that I didn't like, so we changed it. But minor details really, and like some of it I had to improv. Improv was something I was never comfortable with, but I think I've filled enough scripts at this point that I've become more comfortable with just coming up with shit on the spot.
Yeah, I kind of assumed that at least towards the end to be improv, because it's hard to really write out the more intense moments, I assumed.
Oh, no. Most of the 90% of the scripts I've done no improv in them whatsoever. They all very clearly outlined where you moan, where you gasp, where you say please, where you say fuck me and things like that. It's all very by the book for me.
Okay.
I don't know why. It's just...
That's how I know I can never write a script. I'll be great with the intro, right? But then it's like, and then just make fucking noises, and then cool.
I mean, some writers do that. The guy who wrote Baby Dine and Dash, he did that. Sexy parts come here. You do that, Sin, and then continue the script.
Then that's improv, technically.
Yeah. But that was a rare case. I don't usually improv.
They literally like line every moan, sound, expletive, everything.
I will show you a script. It is literally like that. Sometimes towards the end it will say improv to orgasm, and that's it.
And that's the easiest part.
Yeah, you just be a little bit louder and it's done.
Also, back to the weird guys thing. If you do sound realistic, they can kind of maybe like, oh, she's actually like getting off or something to that, because again, it's just that immersive. And I don't know what it is about dudes thinking, oh, a woman portrays any sort of sexuality, I'm gonna take advantage of that.
I was called a prude the other day because I didn't want to engage in sexting with someone.
Okay.
I'm like, dude, I make audio porn. You're calling me a prude just because I don't want to see your dick. So 2012.
Well, yeah, you gotta be, because this is the best dick in the world. It's the best dick you'll ever see. Your loss. I don't even want to ask how many you can guess, like, weird shit you've seen. Because again, I think being a woman on the internet's gotta be like being a female presenting person.
Not as bad as you think. Honestly. This was a couple of days ago. There were only like 3 or 4 bad ones over the past few months. One was, some of them aren't even bad. Like, one was asking me to record myself peeing, which I understand some people are into. I'm not.
Fair enough.
So I turned it down. There was a weird one who asked me to send me a pillowcase for $300.
Oh shit.
Send me a pillowcase so I can spit on it and step on it. I turned it down, but I kind of regret it. $300.
See, that's my toxic trick. I would have done both, but I would have faked the peeing, of course. Just as, how can they know?
Well, exactly. I mean, you can just open the tap.
Exactly. Like, what are they gonna know? Again, it's imagination. The pillowcase thing, fuck yeah. I would sell socks, shoes, underwear. See, I wish men could be as sought after, weirdly, as women are. It's kind of a shame. I say I'm not sexy, but I can do my best for $300.
I mean, everyone can spit and step on something. It's not even sexy.
For that much money, too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a pillowcase. But I turned it down. And then there was one last one that kind of creeped me out. Was, again, I don't want to kink shame. It's just something I'm not into.
Mm-hmm.
But the question was, would you rather step on 10,000 snails naked or shit on my face? I was like, goodbye.
I kind of get the latter. The former is what trips me up.
Yeah, it's just like, which of the two things would you rather do? Because they both obviously will make you uncomfortable.
True. I guess nothing's dying if you take the latter one.
Oh, I know. Except my soul inside.
True. So it's not dead already. Good for you.
Oh no, I'm alive and well.
You haven't been on the internet long enough, or you're only on the good sides. Thank God.
Oh yeah.
Are you online like a lot, or is it just more like you're kind of in and out?
Oh no, I'm online all the time, sadly, because
Okay.
I'm a freelancer, so all my job comes through online. I talk to my clients online, and then I've got this whole community of dirty audio creators that are my friends. And I don't have much of a social life because I moved some time ago, and I moved back to my well, I don't live with my family home, but like in my hometown, and it's the kind of town where everyone leaves when they grow up, you know. It's like there's only old people here. Like all of my friends left.
I am right there with you. I moved back to it's next to my hometown, but all that's here, all my friends moved out. It's just families and old people.
Yeah, exactly. Family and old people. And my one cousin, who's my best friend, she just had a baby, so we can't hang that much, sadly. I mean, I love the baby, but it's not the same.
Yeah, I get that too. Like Discord, Twitter. What's your usual hangout? If you're a Discord kid, I gotta ban you. Discord,
Yeah.
I gotta ban you now.
Oh, goodbye then. This was fun.
See, I just feel bad because I've never felt like a boomer more than when I use Discord. I don't
Really?
I don't get it. I'm bad at interacting with anyone. You can send me a message and I check my messages a lot because I do that anyway, but I don't I'm not in any servers. I don't talk to anyone else because I'm too afraid of everybody because I don't know.
Oh my god.
Everyone has a fucking Discord, kitten. I don't know what that means. I just see memes about
I
it.
don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
And like I spent 5 minutes making sure my settings were right. They weren't. I'm on TikTok, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Reddit. I'm a cool guy, but
Are you?
apparently not because I can't use Discord right. That's what everyone else uses, so I gotta use it. No one uses good old Zoom anymore since the pandemic ended.
Oh no, absolutely not.
Old reliable
it's,
Zoom.
I like Discord because you can like watch, you can stream stuff, you can watch stuff with friends, listen to music together, and I'm in quite a few audio creator communities where we help each other out, lift each other up. And as I said, I've got my own little server with my friends and some writers and other creators, and it's nice. It's nice.
Okay, so you're using Discord, right?
And I also have a private server where I just literally upload everything I own, and because it's sometimes it's easier to go back to it than my notes.
And you say, do you record stuff on Discord too, or you do like live readings?
I do sometimes on Discord, yeah. So when we do a collaboration, we just hop in a phone call like you and I are now.
Oh, okay, for like collabs. Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I kind of assumed it would like separate audios just kind of mix together.
Sometimes.
Yeah, that's the way I usually do it when I direct because it's hard just for scheduling purposes. That's kind of hard, and I'm usually good. I'm usually okay directing people in different places. I hope so.
Yeah, today, what was I saying? No, usually we try to do it live just so we can sort of bounce off each other and like have the right chemistry. But sometimes it's not possible because everyone's in the US or Australia.
USA. Fuck Australia, but
Yeah.
USA.
So
It's 4 p.m. right now, and I'm living life.
So editing can be a little bit more difficult when you're not recording live, but it's doable. The other day I was actually supposed to get up at 3 a.m. to record something with some friends. And I got the time wrong. I thought it was today, but it was yesterday. So I had to record on my own. And they had a 96-minute recording I had to record over. Oh my God.
Oh boy.
I thought I was going to die. And the problem is, some parts were, because there were 7 of us, someone was monologuing for 5 minutes and I just had to go in the background for 5 minutes like that. And I was like, oh, kill me.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
You can't even have sex for 96 minutes. What the fuck are you going to audio about?
Some weird elf stuff, elf girl gangbang, I don't know.
Oh, fuck, okay. That sounds actually kind of cool. Never mind.
I get involved in stuff like this for exposure, because we promote each other when we do stuff like this, and it's cool. But
sounds like a very close knit and supportive community.
It is. It's really nice. It is.
A lot of porn creating communities are, honestly. I guess since it's kind of like not an outside art form, but like people can judge very harshly on it. So it's nice that the people who are together on it can be supportive and help each other out.
Absolutely. It is nice. It is nice because, as I said, sometimes the nicest people will create the most fucked up content. And it's just so crazy. But other than that, depending on the script, I will either live record on my server, because just hang out with friends while I do it, it's fun. Or if it's something I'm not confident in, or it's something that I just don't want to be around people, I just sit down, pull up the script and record it myself on my own and edit it the next day. Yeah,
I assume boundaries are something that needs to be kept in this kind of work.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very clear about not wanting, not really looking for relationships, not really looking for sexting. I'm more than happy to form friendships with other creators, but with listeners, I'm a little bit more cautious.
Oh yeah, you gotta be. Even with my small kind of, I don't even call it a fan base. People who watch my stuff sometimes, even when they hit me up directly, I'm like, you could be cool, you could be weird, because it's the internet. Thank God you don't think I'm weird, right?
No, I don't think you're weird.
Awesome.
I wouldn't be here if I thought you were weird.
I mean, you might need the exposure of some weird guy. I send you one DM, and she was like, you weren't even like hesitant. You were like, cool, you're cool.
No, I didn't really know who you were, because there was just a time that people started following me, and I never really checked back who they were, because I got like an influx of followers at the time, and I don't know, I got overwhelmed, I think. So I didn't know who you were, but then I checked you out. I was like, yeah, okay, he's cool.
Yeah, I think I've followed you for like maybe a month or two, and so it's when you followed me, I was like, oh my God, the Cinnamonn followed me.
Oh, come on.
Crazy. Now I have to have her on a podcast now. Also, why Cinnamonn?
I don't know. I just really like Cinnamon, and I think it's a nice sounding word, and you can shorten it as Sin, and that's kind of...
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you if you could put an S and S right before, it's literally... I love puns, so I'm just gonna suggest that. It's perfect. Even though you're a prude.
I am a prude, yes, as you know, as I've been told by a random creep on the internet.
One guy on the internet says it.
True.
It's gotta be true. Like, that's a rule of the internet.
Exactly.
You as a person are dictated by the people who slide your DMs.
Indeed.
You are a slut. You're a prude. You you want to date me because my dick is big.
Yeah.
I can't wait for my first dick pic. I'm excited. It's gotta happen sometime.
Do you know what? It took 3 months for me to get my first dick pic, and I was kind of happy. It's like, finally, I've made it. 3 months.
3 months. Wow, underrated.
Yeah, it's because believe it or not, most people will ask, would you like to see my dick? And I just say, I'm flattered, but no thank you. And that was the first time someone actually sent me a dick pic without asking.
Okay, unsolicited. Like, you had some nice gentlemen come forward saying, "Would you like to see my member?" And you're like, "No, thank you." And they're like, "Okay, have a great day. Keep up the good work."
Exactly. That's like word for word. Like, they're actually nice, and that makes me so happy. Like, you may be a pervert, but you're a nice person.
Is it
There's anything wrong with being a pervert? But
is it that hard? Consent still exists on the internet, people.
I know, I suppose I shouldn't be praising people for just being decent.
The lowest of bars.
Yes.
To be honest, I shouldn't be asking for dick pics either, because as soon as this hits anyone who's willing to do it, I'm like, shit. Cool, I guess. 8 out of 10, but I gotta block you now.
Do you know what? I never really understood this. I get sometimes messages asking me to rate their dick. I'm like, why? I don't really want to, but like, I don't understand what the point in that is.
That is a thing I've seen on like Twitter, of course, and like through OnlyFans stuff, and it's like, I don't understand, cause I
don't understand.
I'm gonna say anything about my dick, but it's like, I don't need any support from that, especially from strangers over the internet.
Yeah, and some girls even charge for it. And like, what? I don't understand. I think it's degrading. But then I suppose people are into degrading.
Yeah, I was going to say, that might be it. But it's like, you got to specify whether you want it, like, honest, positive, negative. Because, like, Go ahead.
What if I give it a low rating? Will they get upset? Or...
you don't know that. Maybe they want a low rating.
I said no, I just don't want to do it.
No, you don't. This is just a friendly, hypothetical conversation we are having. Two people who do not want dicks in their DMs.
Oh, God.
Please,
yeah, I don't really understand. What are you?
What about unsolicited hand pics?
Oh, my God, you know what? I actually got one once.
How was it?
Out of nowhere, this random guy sends me a hand picture, and I was like, what do you want? I've never commented on my stuff before, never engaged before. It was just like a message request with a hand picture. And it was a nice hand, don't get me wrong, but I just found it a little bit odd. It's like, hello, can I help you? And he said, can I send you a voice note? I was like, but why? Because I think you'd like my accent. It's like, okay, sure. I mean, I'll take a voice note. Just don't send me dick pics.
Dubious.
Oh, he did have a nice voice, but he only said like 2 words and then disappeared. I'm like, okay, bye then.
Oh, okay. I mean, again, not unsolicited, but not crazy. Again, low bar, but again, not crazy.
I can live with a hand pic and a voice note.
And he was like, she likes hands. I'll make something personal for her. If she wants to see my dick, she'll ask to see my dick. But she clearly likes hands. I care about her that much, being like, here. like rate the hands out of 10. 8, 7. Was it big? Was it veiny? Come on.
I think it was a solid 9.
So, oh my God.
It was a little bit veiny, but not too veiny. Nice long thing. Oh my God, what are we talking about?
Because it's my show. We're talking about hands.
Baby got hands. The spin-off.
Another meaning of damn, he got hands.
Oh, that should be my podcast.
What? You baby got hands?
Baby got hands.
Are you just gonna talk about hands? You can talk about celebrity hands. Hold on, I'm looking up to see there's a wiki feet, but is there a wiki hands?
There should be.
Hopefully I don't get a virus. You know what? No, there is not. And let me look on wiki feet. I have not been there before. Yeah, it's right here, front page. I think it's because it's one of the parts of the body that's hidden, but not overtly like sexual.
What, feet?
I think it's that. Hands are everyone's just waving their hands naked like whores all the time, but feet. But feet, people hide their feet. There's a hint of mystery with feet. Hypothetically, again, I'm not into feet, but hypothetically, if I were to get in a foot person's mind, what would I think? That's my view on it.
I don't know. I never really thought about it. Actually, I did have a weird conversation with someone once. This person keeps sliding. Do you know what telonym is? Like this anonymous inbox.
Telegram?
This person, telonym. Telonym.
I don't think I've heard of it.
It's an anonymous inbox, and this person kept asking me to rate celebrities, and I was like, why is he asking me this? And then eventually, it turned out that he was into feet, and he was sending me pictures of this one celebrity who had a photo shoot with Fenty, so underwear. And I was like, yeah, she's really pretty, but like, what do you want me to say? and he sent me 3 pictures, and he wanted me to pick one. I was like, I don't know, maybe number 1 because you can see her face. And he was like, wrong, number 2 because you can see her soles, because her soles are creamy, and soles cannot be photoshopped. Soles cannot be
doctored.
You cannot, doctored. Like, you can't have plastic surgery on your soles. They're all natural and beautiful. And I was like, okay. I suppose I understand a little bit more about feet people now.
This is a random person?
Yeah, this was like a random person. And he was just like so passionate about soles. So, I don't know, maybe it's just the naturalness of it. Like, you can't really fake it. Because you can have fake boobs, you can work out and change your body, but you can't change your feet, can you?
True. Ugly feet forever. That's a bad part of it. But yeah,
Exactly.
I guess there is ugly feet out there. There's ugly hands out there.
Yeah.
But everyone is still beautiful.
Exactly.
Even if you like feet, which I don't know, I don't, but I'll keep saying that. Every podcast I need to mention, I don't like feet. Even though my last podcast I had my friend, I talked about feet so much for no reason. Yeah, I think it's becoming unironic now, and it's becoming unironic, and I don't like it.
Well, nothing wrong with liking feet, but also I understand that you don't.
I don't want to. I don't want to like feet.
It's fair.
I'll take hands, sure. I like holding hands.
Hands are good.
I like putting hands on a face like Lionel Richie. Do you know sign language?
No, I don't. I know like thank you and hungry and a couple of words only. That's it. I don't really know sign language otherwise. Well,
since this is a voice podcast, let's get back to that. Do you know any other languages besides English?
I speak a little Italian.
Really? Mm-hmm. Say something
Not
right
too
now.
Much. Oh God, put me on the spot like that.
Yes.
Ciao, come stai?
What was that?
It was just like a hello, how are you? Ciao, come stai? I spent a lot of time in Italy as a kid, and I used to be almost fluent in Italian, but because I haven't really spoke Italian for the past couple of years, it's sort of left me. It's really bad.
Oh.
Because I have the basis in my head. I know the grammar and everything. I know the pronunciation, but the words just, I don't know, they just escape me somehow.
If you took a holiday, do you say holiday or vacation where you're from?
Holiday.
Okay, if you take a holiday to Italy and like kind of warm up, you could like pass.
I mean, I would be fine. Like, I can buy a bus ticket, I can go to a shop, I can speak to people, very basic conversational skills I do have still. But I don't know if I could work in Italy again, because my very first job was in Italy, actually.
Oh, okay.
A television station, yeah.
Can you say, no, I want that wheel of cheese?
I want that really cheap.
No, I want that wheel of cheese. Can you say that in Italian?
A wheel of cheese. I don't know how do they say wheel, but
okay, then it's cheese. Big cheese.
Yeah,
I want
cheese.
I want that big cheese. Yes.
No, vorrei quello grande pezzo di formaggio.
Perfect. That's all you need to know.
Why did you say cheese? Did you see my cheese? I once posted a picture of a 9-kilo wheel of cheese.
Oh no, I didn't. I think it's just a happy accident.
Hang on. I'm gonna find out how much 9 kilos is in pounds.
Thank you for the dumb American.
19.8 pounds.
Jesus Christ!
Yes, my mom got it for me.
A straight cheese?
That's why I was like, what is he talking about? Is he talking about my wheel of cheese?
I just know Italy, and there's a lot of cheese in Italy, I assume.
Yeah. There is. That was
Obviously-
Italian cheese.
Obviously, correctly, they're selling fucking 20 pounds of cheese.
It's amazing cheese as well. So good. So good.
I'm lactose intolerant, so thank you
Oh no.
for
I
reminding
have tried
me.
vegan cheeses. They're okay.
They're okay. They're okay. But
Yeah. They're just okay.
I'm trying to go dairy free for the year because and vegan cheese, it's okay. It'll never beat the real thing, unfortunately. But I'm fine. I'm fine.
You're fine.
Now I'm sad that I like feet and can have dairy. Let me see if I got one more question because I don't want to keep you up all night. I want you to have a proper sleep schedule. I want you to have two things: confidence in yourself and a proper sleep schedule.
Oh, my sleep schedule is fine. Don't worry about me.
So, okay, I just need one thing from you.
Confidence?
Yes.
I'll try my best.
Oh, my God. You know what? We're going to talk about that. So, we're just going to have a full-blown therapy session. So, you don't consider yourself a voice actor. You call yourself a V?
Well, no, an amateur voice actor, I would say.
And why amateur?
Because I'm not a professional, am I? Okay, you said I took money. I have earned money with this. That makes me a professional.
Like, by definition, you are a professional.
Suppose I'm a professional voice actor. God, that's... Oh, no, that doesn't sound right.
Why doesn't it?
Sound right.
Why doesn't it?
I don't know. Imposter syndrome, I guess.
And you know it. See, I got a saying I came up with yesterday that's very good. If you have the want and the potential, all you need is a belief.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
Okay, I was going to say, I thought you were being smart, being like, well, I can't fly. Well, you know the potential to fly. Maybe you do. I don't know you. You could have wings for all I know. I know it's your voice.
I am. I think I just... what I'm mostly not confident about is my recording environment. Because I can pass it at home when I edit my audio myself and I add ambience, I add background music, so I can get away with all kind of sins. But if I was to submit a recording for an audition where they need to hear me clean and without distractions, without my dog snoring next to me, without cars on the street or birds on the trees, then I would be very, not confident about it, you know?
Yeah. I don't see that disqualifies you from being, like, professional voice actor. Because you don't just gotta be in video games or anime or whatever to be a voice actor, clearly, because you've clearly done well for yourself so far, even doing your stuff. And even if you just do that stuff forever, I don't know if you want to do it forever, but I don't know. I think you'll just get better than you clearly already are.
I have learned a lot. I will say that I have learned a lot and improved a lot, but I think I'm just scared of taking the next step.
Okay, yeah, I've been there. I think a lot of our saw where it's like you've been doing this thing where you don't really think about it because it's just I'm gonna do it for me. I don't care who likes it. Someone's gonna like it. But then it's like, okay, I'm gonna step up to the big boys, and then you don't see yourself doing that because you're just doing it for fun before.
That's how I started illustrating as well, and I got really into it. And when I get into a hobby, I get into it.
Mm-hmm. Same here.
And this is what's happening right now. I'm so into it, and I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if I'm gonna find a new hobby in a year, or am I gonna continue this, or am I going to become a proper professional? What's going to happen? I don't know.
You got to add proper to that, didn't you?
Shush.
I need to break through to you. So you can shine like the morning star you are.
Oh my god.
Okay, if I have a last question, it's this. How the fuck do you even do all that? Like just the sound effects you make, like the kissing and everything else. How does that happen?
I kiss my palm.
You kiss your palm?
I kiss my hand, kiss my hand. Jerking off, I'm literally just jerking off a dildo with my hand. Slaps? Well, you just gotta slap your thigh, unfortunately. There's no other way.
Closest you'll get to anything a little risque.
Yeah. Well, no. Unfortunately, the blowjob sounds, there's no way around them. That's just... You have to do the deed.
Do the deed.
With, obviously not a real dick, because I haven't got one here. But a good imitation.
Do you think that would improve it?
I don't think so. I think it would make it worse.
I mean, yeah, I guess you don't really have, like, actual contact noises like the... I mean, I guess you can just do that. Does that sound realistic?
I didn't hear that.
Okay, hold on.
Discord didn't pick it up.
That's my mic, hold on. Now it's really loud. Fuck it.
This Discord isn't really bringing it through. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, fuck it. Anyway. I'm
what were you doing?
I was just, like, kind of putting my hands together and, like, slapping my palms together.
Oh, okay. That sounds, do you know what? That doesn't sound good if you were talking... Say you want to do spanking. It has to be your thigh or your arm because your palms are just too hard. You need to imitate the soft flesh of a butt.
You need that skin. You need that skin.
Yeah. Well, you can just use stock sounds. A lot of people just use stock sounds.
Boo.
But I don't find them realistic. Like I've got stock sounds from Adobe, like slapping sounds, and they just don't sound right to me.
There's a difference between a smack to the face and a smack to the ass. Completely different sounds. And like a connoisseur, not like myself, someone else, can tell the difference.
Yeah, perhaps.
Because again, I am Chase. I do this all for research.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And all the sounds you make, completely for research.
Yeah, so most of them are fake, except the blowjobs. Unfortunately, there's just no way around doing them. They have to be real.
Are you not like comfortable doing that?
No, it's fine.
You say unfortunately, like you kind of have to do it.
Because I tell you what, sometimes it's exhausting. Because sometimes, the other day, I had to record a 35-minute script that was just that.
What?
And I was really tired afterwards. But I knew this.
You couldn't just loop it?
Get upwards. I know, because there was dialogue and there was different intensity and...
okay.
Yeah.
To be honest, when I do my research, I usually skip that part.
Oh yeah.
I don't like that sound. To be honest.
Do you know what? I don't understand why people do. I think it sounds weird. I don't think it sounds good.
See, when it's happening in a moment, it's part of the moment. But if it's just by itself, even like kissing sounds okay, even not in a moment. But like that, to me, is just even in like visual porn. I can't stand it when I do my research.
Do you know what's funny? I spoke to a friend today and he said the exact same thing. Like, I don't like listening to it. I like having my dick sucked, but that doesn't mean I like listening to it.
Exactly.
When it happens in the moment, it's fantastic.
Exactly.
And the sounds are hot. But when it doesn't happen and I'm just hearing it, this script, it was like blowing cum bubbles. It was like, what? I am really into that. What? And I was recording this live and even was asking the guys, are you guys really into this? They were like, not really, no. What the fuck is this?
Someone is.
But I knew for a fact this will get upvotes.
Everything gets upvotes on Reddit, unfortunately.
Oh, not the stuff I like. The stuff I made the original music for, I got like 15 upvotes on it.
That's what happens, unfortunately. You can put your heart and soul into something, but if it's not...
Yeah.
Again, I don't want to be elitist, but sometimes, like, laymen don't really appreciate that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, of course, because they don't want to know the intricate story. They don't want to listen to the music. They just want to get off, and that's fine. I understand that, and this is why I do one for them and one for myself.
Exactly.
If the one for myself doesn't do well, that's fine. I still did it. It still made me happy.
Yeah, because like sometimes you're in a mood for something quick, easy, fine, and sometimes you want to be again more roses on the bed, candles lit.
Candles, yeah.
and just have someone blow a dildo for your ear in 30 minutes. I don't know, not for me, but it's for someone, and you do this for the people, ultimately.
Well, I started for myself, and now it's half and half. One for me, one for them.
As it should be. You do things you want to do, and then the masses who send you their dick pics, you need to make them happy as well.
Yeah. So I make them happy, so I can get like people on my Patreon, and I can get better equipment, so I can create better content. It just goes on.
Yeah, great segue, because like I guess the last question I'll say is like, where do you see yourself moving forward with this, if you even consider moving forward with it?
Well, do you know what? A lot of my friends just do Patreon full time, which I think is really cool. I don't think I'll reach that level, but if I did, I would really like that. But also,
when you do,
I'd love to be involved in video games. I would really love to do video games.
Are you a gamer?
Yeah, a little bit of a nerd.
What's your?
I'm on Reddit. I'm on Reddit. What did you think?
Oh yeah, I forgot. You can't be cool and be on Reddit.
Yeah, exactly. Well, currently I don't play many games because I don't have time. But I'm quite simple. I like an open world RPG, mostly medieval or fantasy. But I do love Cyberpunk. I know it's controversial because it was shit, but I had a bug-free experience. I love that. I just love the world.
I've never played it, so I have no opinion, as I should.
But my favorite game is Kingdom Come Deliverance. Are you familiar?
I think I've heard of it. I don't think I know much about it.
It's an indie game, but I mean it's got a release on PlayStation and everything. I think Xbox 2 and PC. It's set in medieval Bohemia, and it's just you're just a son of a blacksmith who has to save a nation.
Oh, you know what? I did see gameplay of that and liked it, but I was just too broke to buy it.
Yeah, it's a good game. I really love the story because I love a story as well. And you know what? I completed Skyrim like 7 times. I like Skyrim.
Those are rookie numbers. You gotta bring them up.
I know, but I'm a girl, you know. Those are big numbers for me as a gamer girl. I'm sorry I said that. I'm embarrassed now.
Where's the gamer girl audio? People would eat that shit up. I swear to God. I am not even kidding.
I do want to make something like that. In the past year, I've only been playing Genshin Impact, really.
Oh, you're one of those.
I'm one of those. I don't even. You know what? I don't even like anime. But I like Genshin.
Okay, that's your third strike.
Oh my God, am I blocked now?
You play Genshin and you don't like anime. That's like, you know how many? I've been to a few anime conventions. It's all fucking Genshin. I hate it. But you sit here and you say you play Genshin for ultimately no reason, because that's the only reason to play Genshin is that you like anime.
No. Have you ever played Breath of the Wild, Zelda?
Yes.
Yeah, Genshin is a complete rip-off of that.
But that's Zelda.
And I love it. Yeah, like the gameplay, the mechanics, it's the complete rip-off of Breath of the Wild, and I love it. That's the reason. I like this, and it's got an interesting story. It's very complex, fun.
And not liking anime. I'm dubious now.
But I haven't really played recently, because I just spend too much time making audios, really.
No, I feel you. I'm either at work or I'm editing, and when my eyes are bleeding from editing, I'll go maybe play Mass Effect or something, or Elden Ring. Mm-hmm. I think you would like Elden Ring.
I think it would be too difficult for me. I'm an easy mode gamer. That's what I'm saying. I'm not. Oh my God, am I blocked now? I don't play for a challenge. I play for a story and immersion. I play so I can walk around and look at stuff. Do you know some of my favorite games are Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood, because you get to walk around in Italy. Because I love Renaissance art and architecture.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah. And obviously Assassin's Creed is set there too, and the Brotherhood. And you get to walk around in ancient Rome, and it's gorgeous.
What was that?
I said it's gorgeous.
Oh, you kind of whispered, and that would be cool, but Discord didn't pick it up, so lame. Anyway.
Oh yeah, I just got excited about Renaissance art.
Yeah, you whispered, and it was like, oh, shivers. Because again, it's weird to have the voice actually respond to you for a change.
I think I'm very approachable and very friendly with everyone. But
you definitely are.
This was the mistake I made because some listeners misunderstand that and they think I want to be like a thing with them. But I'm just friendly. So I've kind of changed that recently, and I'm just very to the point and say, what do you want? Do you want, like, do you have a question? Can I help you with anything? Because if you just want to chat, unfortunately, I'm not interested. And it's really mean, but... Hey.
I know we're BFFs now, so there's no misunderstanding here.
Exactly.
So back to the question before I got diverted by Genshin.
Yes.
So you would like to play in video games, play voices and play video games. Clearly not anime, so just throw it out.
I wouldn't mind anime. I wouldn't mind anime either. I don't like to watch it, but I don't hate anime. I've seen a very limited number of animes.
Hypocrite.
Sailor Moon as a kid, obviously. I watched Gantz. I really liked Gantz just because it was fucked up. And Death Note. Everyone's seen Death Note.
That's like the non-anime anime.
And what else? I can't think of anything else right now.
I got a whole list. You can have it.
Oh. A lot of people have been recommending me JoJo's Bizarre Adventures.
Yes.
Tell you what, the art style, I just can't stand it.
What?
I can't stand looking at it. I can't.
What? What are they sending you from it where you don't like the art style? The art style was fucking gorgeous.
There is this one gif where a guy is playing with a cherry with his tongue, and it just freaks me the fuck out.
Okay, that is a one-off thing that happens once, and it's part of the plot. It's essential.
But like, no, I don't know. I don't like what they look like. I had the same problem with this other anime called Death Parade. I loved the premise. I hated what it looked like.
Okay, Death Parade sucks, but JoJo's is A tier. Everyone I come across who even says anime, I'm like, you gotta watch JoJo's. Everybody.
Maybe
that's my thing.
Oh, I did attempt watching Darling in the Franxx once, but there was too much going on I couldn't follow.
You pick mid stuff. Mid stuff, you need my list.
I just like Gantz because it is weird and fucked up.
What's Gantz about? I've heard of it. Is that the one where...
Is
that the one where you have sex all the time and that dude dressed up in blackface?
No, I don't think so. At least I don't remember that part.
I might be thinking of...
They die and then they end up in this weird apartment in the middle of Tokyo and they don't know what's happening, but it seems like they got a second chance at life, but they have to go and fight aliens, and there's a lot of gore and weird stuff. And
you're into that?
Yeah, I like stupid stuff, I think. I like 80s horror. I like I don't know why I like Gantz. I don't really like gore that much unless it's campy, you know?
Oh yeah, well, campy gore is the only good gore in my opinion. I can't stand like realistic-ish gore. That turns my stomach. It's gotta be like, you're right, 80s slasher. Someone a doll gets cut in half and there's like stuff coming out. It's fine. And I'm right, there is blackface in Gantz. Oh,
okay. Shit, I didn't remember that.
There's literally a post here saying, "Do you guys remember the blackface in Gantz?" So I'm not no judgment. I just heard on a podcast and thought it was really funny.
I don't remember. But then I'm maybe I haven't seen it.
Did you read it or watch it? Did you read it or watch it?
I watched it.
Okay, it's a manga thing, so you wouldn't have seen it.
Oh, okay. So that's why I don't remember. See, there you go.
Okay, that's a no on Gantz.
That's a no.
That is a no on Gantz. Okay. If not JoJo's, I do have to suggest to everyone One Piece.
What is that about?
You never heard of One Piece?
I have heard of it, I've just got no idea what it is about.
This guy who's a pirate wanting to be the pirate king, and he has a...
Oh, I don't like pirate stuff.
It's not really pirate stuff. They're literally just...
Very difficult.
You're being difficult. Okay, so we can go back. forget Gantz. Okay, so voice acting in like more professional stuff, I guess, and like anything for yourself, like expanding into other platforms or fields, or like just challenging yourself to anything and more ambitious than what you're already doing.
That's done the video game stuff, not really. I would like to voice video games, but I haven't really thought further than that.
You made a Patreon, so like that's kind of a next step.
Oh yeah, well, if my Patreon, if I get more subscribers there or patrons, that would be awesome, and I would love that. But obviously, it's really small right now. But it's only my first month, so it's a miracle I already have people on there.
Exactly. It's really, I think your thing is just that once you kind of expand out, and like get more people onto you, they'll pay for it.
We'll see. We'll
see. Here comes again. You are great.
Stop it.
You're on the soon-to-be biggest voice acting podcast in the world right now. You're the first person to do so. Let me gas myself up.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I can't disagree with that. This is the greatest podcast ever, or at least to be the greatest podcast ever.
Soon to be best voice acting podcast ever.
And I am honored to be the first one to be here.
And I'm honored to have you. Can you accept that?
I can accept that. Thank you.
Okay, we made progress. See you next week for your next session.
Therapy, okay.
Yep, this is what the podcast is all about now, apparently, because some people don't believe in themselves.
Oh my god.
Okay, so we're just gonna wind it down. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Give your socials and stuff, so if anyone listening to this, they can look you up.
Okay. God. What are my
what's your Reddit? Reddit?
It's Cinnamonn, but there's a lot of N's. So it's CIN and CINNN. Just put it in the description, okay?
I listen to a lot of podcasts, and it's what they do in the end. They're like, hey, plug your socials if you got anything going on. What's your next project? What are you looking forward to making? That's coming out soonish.
I make audios every single day, so.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Damn, you got better work ethic than I do.
I'm just bored. Got no social life.
I wish I was that bored.
No, what am I working on right now? I haven't got any big projects right now. Well, no, not really. Just,
okay then.
I recorded like 2 scripts before we spoke, but they were short ones. Will come out in the next few days.
Well, it'll all be in the description. Reddit, Patreon, Twitter. All that's going to be
Twitter.
In the description.
Yes. Thank you, because I hate spelling. I'm foreign, don't judge me.
Wow. Okay. Wait.
English is my second language, okay?
Just because I'm American doesn't mean I'm not going to judge people not from America, all right?
That was for the listeners, not you. I know you don't judge.
Oh.
And not into feet.
Yeah, the dirty American listeners.
No, I've always had difficulty spelling in English, and I don't know why. Maybe because the alphabet doesn't sound the same as it does in my own language.
I mean, I can't spell either, so.
Saying that, I do speak English better than my own language at this point. I think in English, which is weird.
Probably speak English better than I do. You're the voice actor here.
No, I do. Come on.
What did I say? I said I can be self-deprecating. You cannot be. It's for my guests.
No. That's we didn't agree on that.
We did agree on it.
All right, you know what? Let's compromise. We're both great, okay?
Oh, hell yeah. That's why we're here. Good night.
Yeah. Good night.